On behalf of our family, I wanted to share a few thoughts and feelings with everyone who has joined us today to remember my grandmother, Apple Saling, and celebrate her life. We are all very fortunate to have been able to share in her 93 years of life. She was born at the beginning of 20th century, before radio and televisions were commonplace. She lived to see existence of internet and iPad. A wonderful woman who lived a rich, long life with challenges, love, and adventures. But beyond all the biographical information about my grandmother, I would like to share with you a few of my own personal memories and some of my personal reflections about who she was. If I had to sum up my grandma, I guess I would break it down to three things. She was an epitome of love, resilience, and independence. Her love for her family and her love of life showed itself in so many ways. I have heard stories from my mom, aunts, and uncles, how my grandma raised them with stern but loving hand, how she was the disciplinarian but will go out of her way to support the family. Apong Saling's love of life was extraordinary. She found joy in the simplest things. As everyone knows, one of her greatest simple pleasures was to work out in her backyard, her mini haven. Could coax a flower from a temperamental orchid and sees nothing but pure happiness every time she sees the flower bloom. Something that I really admire about her appreciation of simple things in life that we often forget due to our busy lives. Second thing about her was that she was resilient. She endured all of life's bitterness and indulged in all life's sweetness. A strong woman who showed nothing but courage and hope in the midst of their life's chaos. A widow with 8 children that were raised with love and faith in God, a reflection of what we, her grandkids, had become. And the last thing about her is being independent. Some would call it strong willed, some would even call it stubborn. But truly, it was her unending independent spirit which made Will so strong and caused her to be stubborn. Her independence became so evident to us during the last 6 months. She never asked for help nor complained that she was in pain. She would always say that she was fine and would not need anyone, even though she knows for a fact that it takes 2 people to take her in the bathroom. As her granddaughter, who lives 1,000 miles from her, it is really hard for me to think that she is gone. Unexplained sadness and guilt for not being there during her last days had brought me in too much sorrow. To my aunts and uncles who took turns to take care of her, my cousins Josel, Jasper, and others who were always there and helped her caregiver who patiently stayed and looked after her, and to all of you who became a part of her life and shared in our family's sorrow. Thank you. Her legacy and her beautiful memories will never be forgotten. Mimingat kayo po, Apo, and kaluguran da kayong matalik.